All right, hey guys, today we're going to be solving for R, and we are also going to be dealing with half-life slash doublings. But first, we'll solve for R. So it says Gabriel's going to invest $120 and leave it in an account for 10 years, assuming compounded quarterly. So right here it says compounded quarterly. We know that we're going to be using this formula. What interest rate to the nearest hundredth of a percent would be required to reach $230? So let's write down the information they give us. They give us Y is equal to 230. They give us that P is equal to 120. They tell us that N is equal to 4 because it says the word quarterly. There are 4 quarters in a year. And lastly, T is equal to 10 because it says 10 years. So now we're just going to plug into the formula. So I have 230 equals 120. 1 plus, we're going to keep it as an R because we don't know what that is, divided by 4. So the 4 times 10. So that is our exponent. Now we're going to simplify our exponent just a little. We have 230 equals 120, 1 plus R over 4 to the 40. And now just like when we're solving time before, we're going to get rid of this 120 first and divide out the 120. Divide out the 120. Do not convert this to a decimal yet. Please just leave it. So this is going to give you 230 over 120 is equal to 1 plus R over 4 to the 40th power. Now, in order to get rid of that power, we must raise it to another power, but we need to multiply it by its reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 40 is going to be 1 over 40. And whatever we do to one side of the equation, we must also do to the other side of the equation. So I'm going to bring this back up here. This is now going to become 230 over 120. So the 1 over 40 is equal to this and this cancel out. So I'm just left with what's in the parentheses. So I have 1 plus R over 4. At this point, now you can convert this into a decimal. So I'm going to convert it real quick. And you're going to end up getting 1.016397679 equals 1 plus R over 4. And now we're just going to solve. Subtract 1 on both sides. You're going to get 0.1639769 is equal to R over 4. And now to get rid of a 4 in the denominator, we must multiply by 4 on both sides. So I'm going to do that in the calculator real quick. You should be getting R is equal to 0.065590710. However, this R is in decimal form. They're asking you for a percent. So in order to convert this to a percent, you can either move the decimal over 2 spots, or you can multiply by 100. I'm just going to multiply this by 100, and this is going to give me 6.55901717%. And now going back to the problem, it also asks us to round to the nearest hundredth of a percent, which is 2 decimal places. So the correct answer would be 6.56%. So that is solving for our rate. Now we're going to be doing something new that I never taught you guys before. This is dealing with half-life or decay. So it says a new car is purchased for $26,000. The value of the car depreciates by 1/2 every 5 years. To the nearest $100, what would be the value of the car after 7 years? So if we look up here, your half-life slash doubling formula is going to be the same, just a little bit different. It says Y equals P is your initial amount times 1/2. T is your time, H is your half-life. If the problem said that it appreciates and it doubles you would then change that 1/2 to a 2. So let's write down all the information we have. We have P is equal to 26,000. Our half-life, which is H, it tells us it depreciates 1/2 every 5 years. So my H is going to be 5. And then my time is going to be whatever they ask me what the time is, which is 7 years. So now I'm going to plug into my formula, y equals 26,000, 1/2, 7/5. At this point, you could just put everything into the calculator, so that's what I'm going to do right now. So we got 1/2 to the 7 divided by 5.
Use your calculator apps.
So now we get y is equal to 9852.1576, but they're asking us to round it to the nearest $100, which is this place right here. Because this is a 5, we must round that up to a 9. So my final answer is going to be y equals, add the money sign, 9900. And that would be your final answer.